They had it all: the fame, the money, millions of loyal fans, until it all came crashing down. Scandals, betrayals, terrible decisions. Some saw it coming, others never expected the fall. But one thing is certain: when YouTubers rise too high, the internet is always watching, waiting for that one mistake that changes everything. These are the most satisfying downfall in YouTube history. And trust me, you will not believe how it all went down. Onlyjayus used to be one of TikTok's biggest creators, with millions of followers who loved her fun fact videos. But today, she is one of the most hated influencers on the platform. And it wasn't just one mistake that ruined her career, it was a long list of them. Her biggest controversy was racism. In 2021, old messages of her using racial insults resurfaced. Instead of owning up to it properly, she gave what many saw as a fake apology. She even promised to work with black creators to raise awareness, but never followed through. When called out, she blamed it on her ADHD instead of taking responsibility. Then came the plagiarism. It turns out that many of her original ideas were stolen from Reddit, Wikipedia, and other TikTok users. And the worst part? She had the nerve to call out others for copying her. When she was finally caught, she even tried to fake evidence to cover it up. But she got exposed again. After years of controversy, Onlyjayus' career is in freefall. Her TikTok videos barely get views. Fans have abandoned her. And companies like Netflix and Tinder have cut ties. But she is not the only influencer who has faced a massive downfall: Jack Doherty. His downfall might be even worse. From scamming fans to getting into real-life fights, let's get into his story. He started with easygoing trolling, but it quickly escalated. He harassed streamers, shut off power in public stores, and even started fights for content. But it did not stop there. Jack's biggest controversy came when he and his bodyguard allegedly attacked a man at a party. The victim later sued him, exposing Jack's use of security to intimidate people. As if that was not bad enough, his former friends came forward, exposing his shady business practices, shoplifting habits, and even allegations of exploiting young fans. They claimed Jack cared about one thing: money, and he would do anything to keep making it. But now, even his sponsors and insurance companies are cutting ties with him. Then came the moment that might finally end his career. Jack crashed his $200,000 McLaren while live streaming, recklessly speeding, texting, and recording himself while driving. His friend, who was in the car, was injured and bleeding, but Jack seemed more worried about his expensive car than his friend's safety. The internet turned on him harder than ever, calling for him to be banned from all platforms. However, Jack is not the only influencer who has ruined their career. SSSniperwolf, once one of YouTube's biggest gaming creators, destroyed her reputation with one shocking scandal after another. SSniperwolf has been one of YouTube's biggest creators for years, but now her career is crumbling. From stealing content to doxing another YouTuber, she has managed to turn almost the entire internet against her. She started as a gaming YouTuber, but it was later revealed that she did not even play her gameplay. Her ex-husband did it for her. Then, she shifted to reaction videos, where she built an empire by re-uploading other people's content without giving credit. When fellow creator Jack's films exposed her, she did not handle the criticism well. Instead, she went to his house, filmed outside, and posted it to millions of Instagram followers, essentially doxing him. The backlash was immediate. People called for YouTube to ban her, but they only temporarily demonetized her channel. She apologized, but no one believed it was sincere. To make things worse, a lawsuit revealed that she had secretly run her channel with her ex-husband, only to cut him out when she got successful. With her reputation in shambles and YouTube still protecting her, many believe she will keep getting away with bad behavior. The next one will stun you. Nas Daily was once one of the biggest content creators on the internet. His energetic 1-minute videos made him famous, but today, his reputation is in ruins. He has been accused of exploiting indigenous cultures, misleading his audience, and prioritizing money over ethics. One of the biggest scandals was when he tried to sell a tattoo course featuring a 104-year-old Filipino artist, Apo Wangod. The problem? Her family claimed she never agreed to it. People accused Nas of cultural exploitation, and he struggled to defend himself. Then, his past comments about Filipino farmers made things worse. Many felt he was mocking their struggles. But it did not stop there. Nas also faced backlash for dodging discussions about his Palestinian roots. He avoided criticizing Israel and even called himself Israeli at times, leading to accusations of hypocrisy. His attempt to study Islam for a month also backfired, with many saying he used religion for views rather than showing real respect. Then came his biggest mistake, an interview interruption at the World Economic Forum. He barged in, made a scene, and left people withdrawing. Instead of looking like a respected journalist, he appeared arrogant and desperate for attention. Nas Daily's downfall proves that audiences today quickly call out fake behavior. His once loyal viewers are turning away, and his views are dropping fast. But Nas Daily is not the only media figure facing a downfall. One of the biggest names in digital media, Vice, has gone from a billion-dollar empire to bankruptcy. At its peak, Vice was everywhere. The edgy documentaries, the deep investigative journalism, the viral news reports. It all made Vice one of the most influential media companies in the world. They even landed massive deals with Disney, HBO, and Netflix. At one point, they were worth $5.7 billion. So, how did a company that once dominated online media completely fall apart? One major problem was money mismanagement. Vice burned through cash at an alarming rate, making massive expansions without a solid plan to stay profitable. They had over 500 employees, leased expensive offices, and tried to grow too fast. Meanwhile, their revenue was mostly from ads that could not keep up, especially as platforms like Facebook and Google took over online ad money. Then there were the scandals. In 2017, a shocking report revealed a toxic work environment at Vice with multiple sexual harassment claims. The company's own leadership admitted they failed to create a safe workplace. This damaged Vice's reputation and made people question the brand's values. By 2023, Vice had no choice but to file for bankruptcy, eventually selling itself for just $350 million, which was a tiny fraction of its former worth. Now the question is, can Vice survive, or is this the end? FouseyTube was once one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, pulling in millions of views with his pranks, social experiments, and motivational videos. But today, his name is more associated with controversy, breakdowns, and failed comebacks than success. At his peak, Fousey had everything: fame, money, and even an Entertainer of the Year award. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. His mental health struggles became more visible, and YouTube's changing algorithm started hitting his income hard. He took multiple breaks, only to return each time with a new idea that never lasted. Then came the disaster of July 15th, 2018, a self-proclaimed next Coachella event called Hate Dies, Love Arrives. Fousey hyped it up as a life-changing event, even claiming Drake would attend. But on the night of the event, a bomb threat shut it down, and Drake was never coming in the first place. The whole thing turned into a humiliating mess, exposing Fousey's declining mental state. Who do you think had the most satisfying downfall?